Caleb Tallman, TeamFYNSports. I'm joined by the Gilmer Lady Cats head coach, Susan Nunn. How are you doing, Coach?
I'm doing great today.
Good, good. So we just want to find out about your team and what you guys have this year. Why don't you go ahead and start off just by telling us about who your key players going to be this year, whether they're returners or maybe you have some new faces coming into the rotation that are going to be vital for you.
Okay. We have a few returning players from last year. We graduated a lot of players this past year, but I have three key players that got a good bit of time last year that will absolutely be our top players this year. One of those is Ellie Callahan. She was our starting forward last year. She was our leading scorer, leading rebounder, led in lots of categories for us last year, and she's our senior this year. We have one more senior, Lark Reese, who was like our sixth man this past year and got tons of time. She'll be a key player this year. She's a great mid-range shooter. She does a really good like pull-up jump shot in our set plays, and she's tough defensive player, works very hard, so she'll be key for us this year as well. The other player that got a good bit of time for us last year that's returning would be, would be Brooke Wilson. She's another post player, and she really turned it on the second half of the season this past year and got a good amount of minutes. So she'll be a player that I'm expecting a lot from this year. A lot of new players to the varsity this year. Several young players. Got several different players vying for a guard position. We're still trying to figure out who is going to fit the best in our system right now. So we'll be kind of moving some people around the first few games of the season. But we've got Charlie Poteet, Elena Miltiades, and a freshman player, Eliza Chastain. Sorry, brain freeze over here. But Eliza Chastain, who are all looking good at the guard spot, and several other supporting characters who are doing well at that position too.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned a lot of your players, why don't you take this moment and just mention the staff that you have around you? We know every good basketball program, it's not just the head coach. Everyone knows who you are because you got the head coach title, but who's your supporting staff that makes it possible for you to do what you do?
You are correct. The supporting staff is really the key to the whole thing. So, and I have some great people around me, and really an odd situation, I guess, for most coaching staffs. Every coach on my staff is a former Gilmer player. So I myself, a former Gilmer player. Coach Scott Kaiser is another one. Coach Ashley Waters and Coach Jessica Hensley is my newest addition this year, who has moved up from the middle school. Coach Waters and Coach Kaiser have been with me for several years, but Coach Hensley is a new addition.
Wow, I mean, that's incredible to have so much alum, but I mean, I'm sure that's a good thing because they know the tradition and they know what's expected. So
yes, what I say to people around me who wonder about that, what about bringing coaches in and from other places, get some new blood, that kind of thing. And I get that philosophy too. But here's what I know about coaches that are from here: they are all in from the start. I mean, they are this program, they were this program, and they want success and they want to stay here for their career. And so they're all about it. And that I love. And I think that's a great thing for our girls to see.
Absolutely. Go ahead and just share with us your thoughts. You play in what I think is one of the tougher you play in the 7 AAA region, but of all the AAA regions, I mean, last year you guys went 9-3. There's a lot of teams that go 9-3 and win their region.
Right.
And you guys had a White County 10-2 above you and Lumpkin County 11-1 above you. So really you're probably just really honestly a couple possessions away from being region champs last year.
Yeah. Yes, we were. We were in the region championship and really just lost it by the skin of our teeth for sure. We had a great season, made it into the Sweet 16 this past year. So we are super proud of our accomplishments. We've done that the last 2 years, and we're a lot of people would say we're in a rebuilding year because of what we lost this past year, but I tell my girls all the time, I don't care what we've lost. It's what I expect this year that matters, and I expect us to be top notch. So we definitely are young, but I feel like we've got a really great group of young girls who are coming along quickly, and we're going to get there. We're gonna get to the pace that we want to be, and it may take a few games in for them to recognize what that real varsity pace, especially in our region, looks like. Because you are correct, we are one of the toughest regions around, and it's going to be a fast-paced, body-banging, hard season. So we expect a lot, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for sure.
Absolutely. And then, as you mentioned, you're talking about some people expect you for it to be a rebuilding year. Tell us, regardless of what other people think, what are your guys' team goals in house this year? What are you guys looking to accomplish?
Yeah, we're looking. I told you we're looking for a lot from Ellie because she was our leading scorer last year, leading rebounder. But we're looking to do a few different things with her this year. Get her some new ways, hopefully, to get the ball, because our expectation is that we're going to see a lot of doubling down on her. Double teaming, anything they can do. Zone defense packed in. So we're going to get her in some new positions. She can shoot from anywhere on the floor. So we're going to try to get her some really good looks. We're working hard on our girls. Understanding that our first look is always a fast break, and we're going to run the floor all the time. So I've got some good young girls that are good at shooting the three, and I feel like by the end of the season they're going to be really great at it. So we're gonna look to utilize them for those kickouts that we're going to need as people pack in on Ellie. So we'll see how it goes, but I feel like we've got some really even different options than what we've had the last couple of years with our group that had been together for so long.
Yeah. And then my last question for you is just obviously we know what your region schedule looks like, but go ahead and tell us what your non-region schedule looks like. And then also if y'all are playing, which I know you guys are, but you can go ahead and share it, what tournaments y'all will be playing in this year as well.
Sure.
Before playoffs, obviously.
We're going to open up with a scrimmage game with Copper Basin here next Tuesday, actually. And then we, as usual, we've got our big ETC tournament that we love. That's been a part of this program forever. And so we'll see actually Copper Basin again in that one, along with Pickens and Fannin. We'll play a Christmas tournament. We're going to Gordon Lee this year. So there's going to be a few from our previous region that we were in. I think Heritage is in that tournament and Lafayette is in it. And then they've got some other teams coming in from all around North Georgia. So it's going to be a great one for us to compete in. It'll be our first time going to Gordon Lee. Then we've also added in Southeast Whitfield. We're going to play Pickens again during the season. A few extra games in beyond our region teams this year. So we've got a great schedule. Some really tough teams, and we're excited about it. Ready to get started.
Very good, very good. Well, that's all I've got for you, Coach. Is there anything else that we missed out on, or you feel you want to share about your program before we end this?
Oh, no, you did a great job asking questions, but I would just say we're really looking forward to getting started, and I hope that we can fill up the stands all season long on these home games. I know it's been a rough couple of years getting people to the stands, and I totally understand that. But we're ready to get started and want our fans to be as excited as we are about this season. This is my last season. I'm retiring this year. So I'm looking for some great things, and I'm just looking to enjoy each and every day as we go along.
Trying to go out on a high note, right?
Yeah, I hope so. Hey, it's been a great ride. I have no complaints. It's been a lot of years of coaching, and I've been blessed more than I should have been. I know that. So I've enjoyed every minute of it.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, I appreciate you joining us, and we look forward to seeing everything about the Gilmer County program this year and getting lots more coverage out to y'all.
We appreciate it.